a light tank. Have we got any BA-10s?
Nope. You only have the T-33.
Yeah, just the T-33 then.
Okay, what about the second specialist crew?
Is there a wizard posted with the announcements? So
If you scroll down, you can see everything that's below.
Oh shit! Yeah. Sorry.
But we don't have the machine guns or the AT teams anymore.
Stolen Vic crew.
No, that's been delegated to command.
Medic team. Yeah, we'll take. You guys.
Was there any rules about salvaging tanks?
Nope, that's still scavenger team.
Yeah, we'll take. One scavenger team will be. One will be a scavenger team. The other will be a tank team.
All right, so tell Alpha and Bravo specialists to go where?
Alpha, do you want to take the tank, and Bravo, you can do scavenging for us.
Yeah, Alpha will take the tank.
You guys.
I highly disagree with what they just chose, but they haven't learned a thing.
Did someone from Bravo swap over to tank crew?
Well, you're the scavenger, yeah.
Okay.
One dude is still in Bravo.
Pushing a map. As I pushed a map, I'll just remind what the announcement said. I have scrapped the AT gun and machine gun crews because people kept breaking the guns. Now you just have them there. There's 2 L-39s and 2 Maxins at the first staging point, and then there's 1 additional at the previous resupply point and then the final point. So if you break them, I'm not fixing them anymore. You can just go back and get a new one. I've also lowered the ammo counts for those turrets respectively. Scavenger team, again, I'll bring the fuel truck up so they can refuel anything on the road. E-tools are in the boxes if you want to pick one up so you can dig foxholes. Again, just don't put foxholes on the road because it kind of breaks the point of the game. Point of we don't want the Soviets to advance is the resupply point tied with the road, so right there. So you basically have to stop them from advancing about 3 kilometers today. We don't have anything to stop the northern or southern pushes, so we've marked their expected endpoints. And yeah, oh, I lied. It's a T-26. That's it. I'll bring that up to the staging point and the fuel truck for the scavenger crew up to the staging point. At the first turn-in point, I will put some motorcycles down if anyone captures anything and brings it back. And beyond that, when you all spawn in, I figured out that the spawn points are alphabetized. So the first one that says spawn here first now automatically comes up because I put an A in front of it. And that should be it. Are there any questions?
Just the tank crew is able to still enemy tanks, correct?
You are engineers. You can repair stuff. You just don't have fuel, but you have a scavenger crew, so the scavenger crew can refuel. So, yeah.
Okay.
This
no
isn't
longer normal people can go into tanks and drive them around. Oh, was that changed?
I would assume only wheel.
The rule's been changed a couple of times. I just want to clarify. So, riflemen, runners, etc., can't go into tanks.
The rule has never changed. It's just people violated it, and I forgot about it, which kind of makes this all pointless. So we're just gonna go back to enforcing it. If it's a wheeled Vic, the most you can steal up to is a BA-10 because that is technically wheeled. But tracked, only engineers and tank crew can steal those. But you can tow them back as well. You just can't get in them. If that makes any sense.
Perfectly fair.
All right.
I got a question.
Yes.
In terms of the towing thing, are the wheeled vehicles capable of towing tracked vehicles?
I have no idea.
Okay.
In the past, it usually has been, but
I think you
don't
can
know.
drag them, but struggle.
Yeah, that would make sense. Okay, thanks.
All right. Any other questions?
Regarding bringing vehicles back, we should put them at the turn-in point, right?
Yep, and then as long as the Soviets don't get up to that position, you'll be able to keep them for future operations.
Okay.
All right,
Right,
there's
good
no
one.
more. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, we're all right, yeah.
All right, there's no more questions. I will push us through.
Let's kill some Soviets.
As I did not send it again, I was busy yesterday with IRL stuff.
What run time?
Alright. I gotta go grab the vehicles and move them up, and we'll see how things go. Yeah. I'll find some time for you after the operation. Okay, let's go ahead and grab the stuff that they want. I really don't agree with the vehicle choice. I feel like they should have gone scavenger crew and something else like mine specialist. If they did that combo and were able to just pick up any vehicles that were disabled from the mines, that would have been a much smarter idea, but they seem to be really obsessed with just finding one asset and then using that one asset. And then whenever they have more than, one asset and they have to commit it to stop the other flanks, I think this campaign's going to be over in probably another month. And then I'm just going to conclude the training operations. But I'm going to stretch things out anyway because of other stuff, so we'll just have to see how things go at this point, because Jesus. I think another thing that they've slept on this entire campaign is the mortar. Because they do have a targeting computer.
Yes, that's delegate the command.
Like, if they had the mortar, there's an additional 50 HE shots in the pack. They could literally stop any infantry charge for a hot second, and they could predictably counter battery anything up the road. And they've never chosen it. And again, it's hard because we have ways for them to do everything proper, it's just they don't choose to. Or the mines. Again, the mine specialists get additional munitions here. I'm going to be honest, the AP mines, but the AT mines, I mean, being able to lock down the entire road, I really don't understand the command choices that they've been making, but, yeah, I'm just the Zeus, man. Yeah, you're fine, Jay. It is Mother's Day, after all, so if you have a good relationship with your mother, send them a message, give them a call, say hello. And if you have the time, do something with them today. Alright. We'll see how these chuckleheads do today. I'm going to go ahead and set up my side of the road here, which is just behind this hill. So I'm going to set up two VA-10s as defense. I'm going to put a tank down. It's going to be a T-28. I'm going to cut her fuel, though, because I want her to stay defensive. And then we're going to organize just a few transport trucks all around. To show this is our spearhead along the road, and we're ready to begin advancing today. Put an infantry command team right there and have rifle squads aplenty, ready to advance. And then I'll spawn more infantry and put them up in column, and we're just gonna start swarming, but I want to give them some time to set up, so we'll see how things go. But here's what's gonna happen. This is eventually going to explode, and then these guys are just gonna get stuck as engineers, so they're going to have they're going to have an over-reliance on the L-39s, and one of them or both of them are eventually going to break because people just break them with scripting. That's happened every single op, and I've gotten sick of repairing them and fixing them, so instead I've just made it a limited resources and given them for free. Behind that, with the demo men, they have 1 AT mine per squad, but we just liquidated one of the squads to make room for the other squad, so I think there's only 1 AT mine at all. And that's their AT in an AT-heavy AO. So the only other way they could do AT is if they dig a few foxholes next to the road and hit stuff with Molotovs as they come in. So they don't really have a lot of AT solutions, and the unfortunate part about this fight is that they're going to have a lot more stuff to deal with, but this is also eventually going to run out of ammo, and I think they're going to lose it. Probably within the first 30 to 45 minutes, because I was actually impressed in the beginning of the campaign they were able to steal a T-28, but then they lost that T-28 45 minutes in because they exposed its engine block to enemy fire, and it got sniped. But, like, it was doing a really good job of holding the line until they made that critical mistake. So it's just difficult to see how this is going to continue, because after this, they're going to get one more counterattack. They're giving orders through the audio right now, which is nice. But, I mean, we're going to have 2 fronts nearly up. I think the next logical thing for us to hit would probably be stuff up here, because the southern group completely collapsed because they put themselves in a pretty nasty situation, unfortunately. I'm going to make the Spec Ops a little easier. I'll give them infinite stamina to simulate sprinting, but everything else, in my opinion, was completely fair about that. They just got separated and defeated in detail. We see it all the time in FNF. Same can be said for the players. But beyond this, I mean, yeah, we'll probably focus on camps in this area. It's more spaced out, but this will probably be our next raid site. And then we'll see how much supplies they're able to steal, because we'll just have to continue the hold. But I think the north and the south, I mean, the rendezvous point for them is right there. But the north risks completely overtaking the suspected southern advance, because if they take that part of the road, then this part will advance automatically, because the forces here are just going to pull out to the side. So we don't have a lot of room left on the road. So that previous mission really crippled them. And they're only going to field 1 AT gun. Oh, no.
Be advised, we are setting up now ambush markers marked on map.
Roger. Good luck. Out. So they're going to set up their first ambush here.
Metro, there's a tonk, and we are moving out. We're going to set up a foxhole position around the tonk marker.
I'm going to be honest, I think this is going to be one of the smartest ambushes they made.
So you could build a tank position.
Because in the past, they've gone up and set up defenses right along the border, and that's usually met with immediate resistance because I have enemy forces on the border. Because that's their, longest point of advance.
Go ahead and...
So by setting it up back here, they're minimizing the amount of room that armor has to engage them, and they're also creating an opening for armor to come in for them to potentially hit, disable, and steal. So this is definitely an upside to what we've seen in the campaign. It's the best L-shaped ambush they can make, because they only have a slight bend, but it's the best level of area here, because if they set up anything more, then anything that crests that hill will be able to engage them, and that's going to be really, silly. But that's really smart. The next ambush they should set up is probably something along this small bend here, but that is literally a kilometer back. However, I do like that they're setting up the tank right in the back line for security. However, it's not really going to get up much of a good angle here, so it will have to advance a bit, but we still have this side road that it can take cover in. However, that also does expose it from stuff further down the road, so we'll see what they're capable of setting, but they're definitely maximizing the use of the terrain here. And I do appreciate that. So, Soviets' battle plan here is we're just going to advance down the road. We're going to run into resistance right here. Infantry along the flanks are going to come in. They're far enough away so that the little high ground we have here isn't going to play much into the op. We do have some high ground from over here we could potentially flank them on. But the initial advance is just going to be down the road. I'm thinking what we'll do is we'll start with a BA. We'll do a BA3. I'll put these things in convoy. And we'll do a thin file. And I'm thinking we'll do maybe some light T-20s on the rear as well. Let me go ahead and set skill level real quick. I mean, these are Soviet conscripts, so I set the accuracy super low. It also helps with the armor, so, you know, the players have a bit more of a survivability chance. And then spotting and coefficients and whatnot, we keep those low as well. Thinking we'll do 3 and then a light tank on the rear. BT5 for its time is more of a medium. Let's go ahead and set up like a T-26.
Tank, you got a good view down the main road.
All right. That'll be a decent convoy to send. Then we'll start probably doing T-26 platoons and mixing things up. Gonna give them a few more minutes to set up. They're putting an AT mine down on the bend. I mean, so there's two strategies to AT mines. If you only have a handful, he's adding an explosive charge to make it more deadly. If you only have a handful, you either want to ambush early or you want to ambush late to cover your advance. Not necessarily in the middle of the kill zone, though, unless you have AT mines to burn. However, if they had a mine team...
Grand High, be advised, we're having the same issue with the bipod on the anti-tank rifle. It keeps falling through the map and disappearing.
Okay, I'll refund it once, but as I said in the previous mission, please don't put it near any foxholes.
Yeah, I'm reminding them now.
That's why it keeps falling through the map, but people seem to ignore that. That's the only one they're getting.
Dolphin Direct is not working.
Empire already squad lead for Alpha?
There we go.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I just...
Oh, it's working fine. Alright. Lend-Lease wasn't a thing until Germany actually was an issue. But they've set up one of the Maxons right here. What?
You gave me charges, but nothing to detonate them.
Do you not have time fuse?
Nope.
Then pair them with your mines. I'm trying to think. be one of those. That's the one thing that bugs me about Arma for every single thing. Alright, hold on. I put a detonator in the truck over to the left and right. You can grab one from there, okay?
Thanks.
No problem. Just with everything, there's always this one little additional thing, and if you don't remember it, then it completely breaks the point of the roll. It's just annoying to deal with. So I'm thinking we'll start with a simple infantry screening force. And then once they get ahead a little bit, I'll start bringing the convoy down. I wonder if they have anyone actually watching the route. From up there, they're not. Okay.
He's in the back.
Don't forget to send a couple guys back to make sure you've got trenches to escape through.
Yep. Yeah, so they're making some escape trench networks so they can quickly get out and they don't have to expose themselves if they're in harm's way. That's smart. And now we're going to start advancing the convoy. Realistically, trucks should do a quick dismount if things go awry, but we'll just have to see how things go here. Yeah, I have no idea what you're doing, dude. Alright, I gotta watch the convoy because their pathing's being extra stupid. That is, yeah, that classifies as extra stupid. What are you doing? Forward. Forward. Here, I'm trying to reset him by going in his driver's seat. But like I said, the AI in driving convoys is one of the most unpredictable things in this game ever. I'm gonna have to individually remote them and drive them forward. I have no idea what's going on with the T-20s today, but whatever. Sometimes I use them, sometimes I don't. Alright, no, I'm just getting rid of that one. I don't know, when they just sink in, they have that weird issue where the AI don't know how to drive for a second. Alright, send in a second wave of flanking AI. I just heard something open up. I just don't know what.
Yeah, we can shoot the now.
And those shots have made the convoy begin to dismount its forces, so I'm going to ungroup everything real quick. If I ungroup the truck, it's going to get very messy. So now we have them starting to open up and engage. Looks like they're starting with hitting the reconnaissance force there. There's a lot of infantry coming their way. But like I said, this gets harder because of how the road is situated. And the lead Vic has decided to drive off and got stuck in a tree. Okay. And all of these guys remounted. Brilliant. Okay, he's going rogue. Well, the entire convoy broke. I have no idea why that one vehicle decided to turn around. It's up here now. Well, let's see if I can guide her back to the road and get her forward.
Ground the tank. We got enemy.
Hanson, I'm not really doing air forces these days
on the
because
south side. You can push forward.
there just
and take
isn't
them out. That would be fantastic.
enough of the player base to really do this proper.
We have BA-10s on both the south and east side of the road, forward of the 18 mine marker on map.
Thanks.
So now we see heavier rounds going down.
They are BA-10s, so be careful.
AI are going back and forth because I think they're trying to constantly remount and dismount their vehicles. And it is honestly breaking the AI, but that's fine. We can just chalk it up to Soviet incompetence. So now I've got a scouting vehicle right in front of the players here. And it is certainly trying to strike people.
I don't want to get up there and get mines on us.
I know where the mines are. For your information, they just run to the side.
So I'm trying to figure out what that BA-10 is trying to engage.
Doctor, be advised, more armored track
It's focusing on the infantry down here.
3.6, opening firing on you right now.
So they're getting the vehicle out. Armor's better. It's still going to take a while, though. Alright, they just hit it once. That disabled... Okay. T-20s are now coming down. I'm going to just respawn him because the AI do not want to follow the orders on it. We slowly have the light tank advancing, but we just have a massive amount of infantry pushing in now. We'll do another reinforcement wave in about 5 or 10 minutes. We're definitely going to field more armor in now that the infantry has started piling in.
Good effect on target. Fire again.
This is a really tough angle for them to make. They can only engage stuff that is in a really small window. They just blew up the tank. Machine guns firing wildly on this poor T-20. Trying to advance him into a spot where he can still engage. Few forces on that hill were taken out. Got a big chunk of infantry pushing up. So far, numbers are looking good. All right. Finish should be able to hold. We have some more high caliber shots being fired, but oh, it's by my one. No, that thing advanced. I have no idea what's hitting. It has to be their assets then. Yeah, they should not be wasting their primary ammo on infantry. I think they're doing HE right now, but honestly, all that should be saved for the vehicles. Also, did they grab the fuel Vic? No, they didn't. They left it at bay. Wait, no, they did field it. Okay. All right. Where did that get fielded, I wonder? Is it in the back line? Yep. I am worried about this group, though. They have a lot of resistance coming their way. They've made a good dent in it, but there's still a lot to deal with. Alright, advance some infantry up the road. I think our next line of business is going to be a T-26 convoy. We'll lead with the machine guns and kind of use it as bait, and then we'll switch to the heavier stuff. Send that up in another minute or two. Actually, no, we send it now. That way it can still support the infantry. It can be PvP, but this is PvE only thing at the moment. We will be doing a PvP event tomorrow, though. So I'd imagine he's trying to pick off the one guy right there. But yeah, right flank has good support because they also have the machine gun. Left flank, again, I'm really worried about these elements here. They got one man down. But they do have a lot of the submachine guns. Alright, 26s are starting to advance. They're just being really wonky. Just gonna respawn it and send it in with the group. There we go. It's something to do with their AI pathfinding initialization. It just doesn't want to work sometimes. Got one poor Soviet all the way on the flank, but none of the Finnish are going to be watching that side.
On the hill north.
I think they're talking about the forces on that side as well. So that convoy of tanks should help with the tail end of these guys, and then we'll give it a few minutes and organize forces to come in. Oh yeah, no, the mods are definitely gonna have fun tomorrow. I just have to build something insane. But I'm good at that, so.
Nick?
What?
We could lose the engine. So
you got some of the players talking this out right now. I do appreciate Ground Command has sent a good chunk of their submachine gunners on the left flank, including himself. Because that's going to help hold against that fight right there. And then they got a back line with the L-39. Looks like they're firing. That's a much better firing angle. The rock is in a bit of a way, but they still have more of a lead on stuff coming down. And I think the tank... It's shooting at infantry coming down. So we've got the T-26 platoon coming down otherwise. But most of this infantry wave is down. But now it's going to be up to the armored assets to stop the vehicles from coming in. But it looks like he's got a nice silhouette through the trees that he's still engaging infantry on. We'll see if he switches to the armor. So right off the bat, we have a barrage of machine gun fire trying to come in on this Maxim. The gunner gets hit in the side, trying to roll down. Lead Vic gets hit. Yeah, rest of the convoy's definitely confused about that. Last Vic still trailing.
We've got 2 T-26s coming up the main road.
Alright, I'm gonna say 8 minutes before I spawn in the next wave here. Most of the infantry's down. This might give the players some time to go out, potentially loot some stuff. We'll see what they decide on.
Tank pushing from the northern side of the road.
Yep.
2 tanks are pushing on the northern side of the road.
As far as I know, there is no way to fix the Tanoan wind problem. That's why I don't really use that map anymore. And there's a few other maps that stem from it.
Have gone into the forest on the northern
There's not much that can be done.
Yeah, they're both going to the northern side. Redirect yourself on the northern side of the road on top of the hill.
I have no idea what these tanks are doing.
Hit a few times. We're gonna go to the repair truck and repair.
Oh, they're on defend only, that's why. There is no repair. They have to repair themselves. Alright, let's put Angel in. He's, I assume, part of the second group, so I'm just gonna have him report to command.
See any trucks? I'm gonna grab the mine.
Everyone's good on medical?
Oh, yeah.
If you need to go re-arm.
Yeah, he's taking shots as he tries to do that. Tanks, I set them off of defend only, so having them rally back. Not gonna lie, we do have a good amount of DP-27 gunners out here, so we'll see if the player base tries to come out and take them. That'd be some great fire support to give themselves. Still those Marauder tanks.
Moving back in position now.
Maxim tank, get down.
Get down.
Looking MG
Maxim
tank.
tank.
MG.
It's the dual turret tanks. Yeah.
Let's get
Listen,
down there.
as soon as you're back up into operation, it's a back in position on the main road.
Yeah, so we should start seeing them.
We're in position, we're engaging.
That got sniped. That could be stealable. And it cooked off. I think they just shot it a second time, which is a shame. Because again, they should also try to be stealing stuff where they can. Come on, dude, get on the road.
Yeah, move together, do not hold your own log.
So I'm thinking we'll open up with another line of tanks. Actually, no, we'll do some scout cars. That one goes up, so they should have room to loot if they want to. But for our next formation, I'm thinking we'll open up with... I'll bring up some infantry trucks. We'll put them off to the side, dismount them so they're a bit closer. We'll do a massive infantry wave, and then I'll immediately support it with some light tanks. That, I think, is going to be our best call. And then for the third wave, if we get to that, we'll possibly have artillery on standby. Here to get the one guy out. I know I could just hit the toggle button on the bottom right instead of having to delete the crew, but, you know, it's fine. One button click here, one button click there. It's not going to change much. I'm going to set these guys to sim disabled so they'll charge no matter what. Not sim disabled, careless hold fire. That way, if there's shots, they won't immediately dismount along the road. I want to get them off to the side. And then we'll put the BA-10s up. Worst comes to worst, we can also do a Katyusha rocket strike.
This is still our whole line.
with me
Just
for
move
next
forward,
war,
gather
so-
as much ammunition.
And then I'll go ahead and grab some BA-6s. Let's put up some more T-20s, because they're so adorable. Like, they're just gonna get annihilated. That's the whole point of their existence. And then a T-38 bait vehicle. Honestly, I don't know what the point of this is. I think it's meant to be a support weapon of some sort. It looks to be amphibious, though, because it has that propeller in the back, so I don't know. It's adorable, though. All right, I'm going to send them off in about 30 seconds because the time it takes for them to maneuver will be enough.
How much have I got?
Oh, shit.
What?
I think they spotted, yep, one of the D. Oh, there's like 3 of them right here. Holy crap. I mean, if the riflemen all change to the DT-30s, that's definitely an upgrade. It'll give them more fire capability, but we'll see what they decide on. So get out, and then aware and fast. And we're going to do that for all of the vehicles. And it looks like they're driving around the convoys for some silly reason. Get out. Let me just make sure yeah, alright, because the search and destroy is right there as well. And they seem to really not want to use the damn road, so I'm just going to delete the trucks here. Because it's simulating we're taking the trucks and moving forward with them anyhow. Trying to do a herringbone with them anyway. Which means some dismount on the left side of the road, some dismount on the right. Alright, then we advance that wave. In about 5 or 10 minutes, I'll put up another T-26 platoon. Good enough. As long as they're driving off the road. And they are still set to hold fire, which is hilarious, because that's not what I put them on, but it's whatever at that point. Just got to make sure they're all properly set, and then we got the rest of the vehicles coming down. They're going to have to hold for that traffic jam.
Alright, Frank. Second wave incoming.
We'll wait for the road to clear and then we'll send the vehicles down because I don't want them to run over all their infantry. Because they're really good at doing that. Yeah, right, OJ. Actually, I'm gonna add them to the convoy. Hold on, it glitched out and it's copy command. Soviets are all about steamrolling, so we shall steamroll. And I really don't understand why they're going off the road right there, but whatever. Ah, yes, the BA-10s have decided. I'm gonna stop that one's engine to space it out a bit, and then send it. So what do the players get here? L-39 is broke.
I was like this all the time.
Because I keep telling them not to put him in the foxholes, and he put it in the foxhole. Looks like they grabbed some gear and they brought it back, which is nice. Looks like they went all the way back to grab something. I don't know what they grabbed, but okay. I think they're coming back here to potentially grab another L-39, though.
One on my side.
So I think both BA-10s were just taken out. There goes one of the T-20s. Alright, now we're doing more. Look at the amount of dead, though. Good God.
This is round T26 Tongue. Can push forwards. All X-arm coming down the road so far is just Maxim tanks.
They've got 11 AP rounds left, though.
If you want to pull forward to the southwest side, you'll have a good view down the road they're coming from.
Alright.
I reckon we should stay here because we can still see them when they push. Plus, like, if we push up too much, then the infantry will just overwhelm us.
Yeah, obviously don't push past our infantry lines, but if you feel comfortable back there, then yeah, stay there.
I think it would be funny as hell to put one of these in as a fire support Vic. Now we're gonna get the medium armor in, though. The road is a little bit of a mess at the moment. That's for damn sure. We got some infantry going along the flanks here. Which is a bit risky.
We have 3.
I do see a DT right there.
T26.
And we got another DT stolen right there.
Oh, we got T7.
The Quad Maxin is just meant to be a AAA piece, but it's so adorable.
Got that. Two T26s, 2 BT7s coming down the road.
I just love seeing that some of the Vics are falling back. The poor armor AI just doesn't know what to do in some of these situations. That truck just got bulldozed off the road.
See if you can just eat through. That's the time for us as well, so Scout team can get some new ones.
Trying to see if they're going to establish another L-39 position or they're just going to give up on it for the time being. There goes that tank. How's he on ammo? They're using the DTs instead.
One VT7 destroyed.
Which again, they should have been in the first place for hitting the infantry. Yeah, you have some vehicles outright retreating right now. That's funny as hell. Alright, hold on. I'm going to commit the 2 Scout Vics here, the B-10s. To reinforce. Alright, they've set up another L-39. Big chunk of infantry's been killed off, though. But I think after this, they're going to get another looting opportunity. Looks like some of the tanks were rallied and are being sent back in. Yeah, so they're attempting to go back.
Tanks will be live. We've got multiple VA-10s coming down the road, as well as more BT-7s and T-26s.
Yeah, engaging.
Yeah, so they're trying to find an angle. I find it funny that Whimsical's just wobbling around right there.
I think they're moving back. I think they're moving.
The fear is as soon as that tank goes up, that's when, or this tank goes up, that's when they're going to lose a lot. There it is. Crew was able to bail out properly, but yeah, now their only AT weapon is a single L-39. And this is where the tides are going to potentially turn here. They've got one defensive AT mine next to their lines, but that's it. So they're sounding the retreat.
We're pulling back to the next point.
I'm going to teleport myself back. Surprised they didn't grab the other Maxim, and no one grabbed the respawn vehicle. So they're sounding the retreat. You got armor driving around, though. The L-39 could still be usable, but I think they're just going to focus on just backpacking it and moving on with it.
Let's go, let's go.
The next point is all the way back here, though. Am I reading that right? Yeah, wow. That's going to take a solid amount of time to even get the Soviets up to that position in the first place. Jesus. But with that, I can start deleting bodies. I delete them in chunks because if you delete them all at the same time, it can cause some lag spikes. So you want to avoid that as best you can. And I don't want to delete any of the armor on the road because it's still there as you know, viewership pieces and whatnot. Now we have some Soviet infantry immediately advancing down as they do their pullout. Now, I'm gonna be honest, for what they had and what they were able to destroy, and looking at this roster here, if you can go 193 infantry kills and no deaths, I mean, that's a pretty good ratio, to be perfectly honest. Now I'm gonna go ahead, delete all the AI that are doing all this crazy pathfinding and whatnot, but, you know, Aftermath, this is what they did on the road. This is pretty nice to look at. Like, this was a great kill zone. This was a great trade for one tank, but now they only have the L-39s for AT capability. I'm gonna have that hit the mine. Yep. Now we have another force dismounting here. Not sure if they're gonna set up a mine or what, but that's to showcase that, you know, if the mine at least did do something. And at this point, we have all this element here, but the next wave, we're going to end up being cautious for a little bit, and then I'm probably just going to send another light convoy. I'm thinking another scouting Vic, immediately followed by a tank, and then a bunch of trucks. Or what I might also do is set up like 2 separate convoys, just move one differently with the other. But I'm thinking right here would actually be a pretty decent L-39 position, because anything that immediately skylines, they immediately have a shot on. So this is a good spot.
Well, seeing us spend the run gone.
I really hate those assets. Like, I genuinely don't understand.
Or am I blind?
It's not a bad spot, but it isn't good. I'm gonna go play this process. What?
Alright, yeah, I'm next to you.
Where it keeps ending up.
I mean, actually, this little hill,
You know? Like, it's just, I don't know what they keep doing to that bipod, but it just doesn't want to work. And I'm really sick of having to debug it every time. Now we're going to see some explosive traps set. So this is their secondary line. So Soviets are going to take a few moments to regroup. I'm going to send some scout elements down, because we're going to keep pursuing them. Looks like they went in, they grabbed everything at the staging point, and they're moving back with it, which is nice. But yeah, all the infantry are still going to be advancing, because they're basically told by their commissars to not retreat. And I'm going to continue to bring in all my vehicle assets as well. I got one squad that's not moving. They're probably stuck due to a pathfinding issue. Nope, they reinitialized. All right. Gonna respawn the tank on the road so it does its job properly. Send that tank up. That tank also doing its best at this point. I swear to God, it's gonna be a surprise T-26. And then another 7 minutes, we'll send in the next lines of convoy. So we're advancing what I can. Infantry first, tank second. Yeah, pretty much Seeker. How you doing, buddy? Like, these rocks are also some really good pieces of cover for the infantry as well. But they shouldn't neglect building their trench networks, and we see them building them, so that's good. Slightly intoxicated for Mother's Day, yeah. Yeah, that tracks. Scouting forces have run into resistance. I'm going to delete the infantry back here. I'm going to delete all the cinematic pieces back there. Oh, there's a BA-10 that also got disabled. Oh, well. And this is where we'll set up our next line of Soviet stuff. 5 minutes to go, but yeah, BA-10 and then a tank or two, and then the infantry trucks, and then just advance with that gear. That should be more than a match. And we have a big chunk of forces coming back here. Now we got the armor starting to call them up. All right, you probably want to get on that L-39.
That was not intended.
Here it comes. I can see the vehicle skylining just took out a pole. And of course, he immediately goes on the side on defend only.
Oh, multiple tanks.
Lord. Loading.
Oh!
He's dead.
Oh yeah, he's dead. He's alive. He's alive.
Get someone else on the gun!
We need another person on the
Yeah,
18.
get on down, I'm gonna work on him.
Yep.
I'm helping you.
I'll try to confirm shots.
That's a lot of tanks.
Alright, he finally gets one.
Check his pulse and do a CPR. Blood.
Second one's coming around. We might need to see grenadiers. That or the explosive charge might be utilized here. Yep. He's just spinning in a circle. So they're working on Lolo. He might not survive, though. Man took a frickin'... I don't know what caliber that gun was, but it ripped through him.
Oh, I'm gonna
Oh, perfect.
Alright. Let's start setting up the next convoy. It doesn't stop. Alright, BA6. They have these guys up to stall for the next ambush. That's what they're doing. I'm going to do a different strategy with these guys. I'm just going to put them in positions, herringbone them off, spawn the squad in them, and then manually dismount them. That tank is just stalling. It does not want to advance, funny enough. So you got these guys now trying to advance. Very risky to be doing a counterattack here. Might work out, might not. I'm waiting to see if this tank opens up on him. Yep. Something big just fired. Yes, those trucks can technically fit more people, but... and these riflemen I can send up. Oh, they got one! I think they detracked her, but they got her with the Molotovs. Looks like the armored car was also taken out. And the one tank, yep, that thing pulled away. Yeah, so the track's out here. They're gonna get in the gun. Oh no! Sam gets knocked out. I think Sam got shot by these guys as he was advancing. So to explain, he got shot and ragdolled, and then the ragdoll clipped with the vehicle and knocked it. Which is unfortunate, but the rule is you don't wanna... You wanna make sure the area is clear before you rush for that vehicle, otherwise you're SOL. So a valiant attempt. But it was by infantry that were on their side. But as a game master, it's tough to administrate things like that because, but for anything else, he's still unconscious, so I can't reward him if he still gets knocked out. You know, it's tough to police that. We're past our first hour though, so even I think these guys are suffering through their first death, so it's only their second death for the point system at the hour mark that anything matters. I'm spewing nonsense to you guys, but. I'd imagine they've probably set something up back here. Yeah, and they've brought the crate around. They're just doing their best to hold the road. We got another 50 minutes to an hour, though, on it. Sticks woke back up. Sam. I think respawn glitched and they spawned on their bodies. That's the only thing I can think of. because multiple people respawn at once and it didn't parse them onto the respawn position, so it just...
I don't know how, but I respawned in my buggy.
It's because respawn decided to parse out and glitch, so yeah. You can either respawn again and it won't count against you, or you can play that second life.
So let's give him a warm welcome, shall we?
So I'll play the second life.
Yeah, because they respawn in a shit situation. Alright, let's go ahead and send more, I really don't trust the 1931s right now because they keep, retreating. I think it's time to bring in the flamethrower tanks. Yeah, Sam's death I won't count because, again, he also ended up in that weird Arma situation, so that's where I'll have it balance out, but... Again, it's a weird thing to deal with. But again, as a game master, you're just here to let the players have fun, but you still want to be fair for everything in the AO, so... What I think happened, which is weird because there's multiple respawn points, so I don't know... why, and there's 8 slots in that respawn vehicle, so I don't know why it respawned them on their bodies when there were multiple choices for the game. It's weird. I don't get it. Well, sorry to hear that, Shark. Yeah, so we got more armor coming. You see, Soviet driving with conscripts has a few issues with it. Just a few. I'm sure they'll learn if they survive past the next 20 minutes, but you know. What I'm worried about is crossfire and they run in front of the L-39 and get immediately picked off, which would be funny as hell. Are they set to defend only and completely pulling away? No, they're just going around a massive outflank. That's kind of weird. Where's the commissar to shoot him in the back? Yeah, no, these tanks are genuinely struggling in their pathfinding. I think the combination of the rocks and then this one obstruction is freaking them out. But we can always hold defensive and then hit him with arty. Just curious what these guys are setting up back here. We see a lot of trenches. Just the vodka morale boosting side effects. Very risky to be exposing your legs like that. As Tarkov taught us nothing. We do have some dismounted vehicles up here. So I'll give them a breather, but 1 second, I'll BRB. Ran out of water. Just the graveyards they end up creating. They got some people advancing, but again, they're unsupported. He's going for that Vic, but I'm worried he's gonna immediately get sniped off. Now it's a game of who turns first. And of course the driver screws it up. Ay, ay, ay.
It's over there.
Although I think is dismounting to do a quick field repair. Thinking for the next wave of infantry, we'll start them now. But you see now the Finnish infantry are counterattacking, but there's still armor.
Send the duck right here on the left side.
Lolo's doing his best to try to find an angle here. But the armor is certainly marauding around. I'm going to try to order them back on the road, but... Aye, aye, aye. I know, right? I don't... It's something to do with how tracked AI work and the fact that these are all light dirt roads. Like, they just don't like working properly. It's funny as hell to watch, in my opinion, though. Oh, I hope you have something to burn that puppy out, dude. Because that's still a working tank. He just ran up to it and realized he couldn't get in it. Oh, it's a working tank. Yeah, someone with Molotovs, get up there and flame it out. Before this guy comes back and flames you out. Ah, shit, no, she's moving. Metro's run up, he's trying to stop the advancing infantry. Instead, he's blowing the whistle. Angel's now going for the tank. Gets a good Molotov hit on it. Takes multiple Molotovs to get some of the vehicles sometimes, though. I think he did some moderate damage. No, doesn't look like he did much. He damaged the tracks nearly to 50%, though. No! He did cause a dismount. It also does AoE damage over time. Let me check it again. Yeah, no, one of the tracks completely burnt out. So he did cause a dismount because the tank decided to hold on that spot. So they're all retreating once more. I'm gonna finally set up a flanking platoon. I'll have them come around from the north. And I guess our next wave of armor should also start coming in. So we're gonna delete the vehicles back here. I'll get that effect down. I'm thinking we're just gonna go heavy in the medium tanks. Because we're not that far from the start, so we should still have plenty of stuff. Tanks come in platoons. And then we still have the flamethrower tank. I'm gonna push that poor puppy over. We'll see what happens. Oh, they're pulling back. To Hill 3-4, that is one hell of a pullback.
There's gonna be one more.
Timing-wise, 39 minutes remaining, probably 10 minutes of overtime. We'll have a light bit of fighting. I might also, for visibility's sake, do a few Katushka rocket strikes along the road. Just as a show of force. So once we confirm this position's taken, and, you know, metagame-wise, they're not in the kill zone, I'll put some down. We have that massive pullout.
Finish round, finish high. We are pulling back to our third hold position on Hill 3-4 on the MSR.
Roger, good luck out.
Do we have any estimation of how many more parts of the Russian convoy are to hit the road?
Say again, over. What do you ask?
Do you have any estimation of how many more parts of the convoy of the Soviets is going to hit this MSR?
It's endless, my guy.
Ah, fantastic. I thought there was a limit. Never mind. This is not a Zap Brannigan moment. Good to know.
Well, let me put it like this. If you hit the P key, notice you've killed about 316 infantry. Once we get to the 2,000 mark is when I start running out of room on my page of what to send at you en masse.
Roger that.
Do I even have a 35? I have stuff established in 1935. It doesn't look like I have a T-30. Oh. If that's what you mean, then no. No, we're not spawning a ZSU-35. You crazy, crazy monkey. Alright. In theory, this might not be far enough, but let's see. Headphone warning, by the way. Can I 9-key real quick? Okay, cool. Headphone warning, headphone warning. Hold on, let me verify where they are, because you never want to nuke your player base outright, but hold on, it's loading, because I heard the T-FAR bin bin. Alright, they've fallen back to right there. So point 41 is up for grabs. Alright. Headphone warning, headphone warning, headphone warning, headphone warning. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy MILF Day, yeah, right? We're gonna do one more. Because I think... Oh, no, she only has a single rack of them. Damn. Anyway. Actually, it said she had another one, but that's fine. Here, I'm just gonna respawn the asset so we don't have to wait for the reload. But then again, waiting for the Zeus thing to go in. I'm gonna hit it with 2 barrages of arty and then advance infantry with another convoy on pairing. Because again, this is also giving them setup time as well, so that one will be a bit past .41. Headphone warning, headphone warning, headphone warning. And again, this is just to soften the road, and then as soon as we hear the explosions, then we send the infantry. Not very Russian, you charge, then launch artillery? Oh, Zam. Literally going to grab every group of infantry I have. And march them up the road. Then anything all the way back here, I'm just going to remove. Alright. Vehicle's gonna get reclaimed. Ding. Yoshi, I appreciate it. Now the armor's blitzing. Any infantry that's retreating, I'm just going to repurpose.
Send in goats.
They get the spawns around the rocks.
I got the funny number. Hope things are going awesome.
Hey, Mustache Man Bro, thanks for the 69-month resub. That is indeed the funny number. I hope you keep enjoying the operations. I do hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario.
When we get to combat,
It's flanking northeast.
Yeah, they're watching the tanks coming up now.
2 enemy BT7s coming up the main road. Get ready.
So they're getting their tank up. See their rounds coming up. You know, I thought the Finnish mod did have a KV2, but I think it's... No, it does. Yeah, it's got KV1s, but those were... Those predated Winter War. They were 1939. Alright, he's retreating, so I'm just going to remove him and respawn him later. One vehicle has been destroyed. And let's continue our advance. Yeah, they're calling that tank dismounted. Look at these heroes of the Soviet Union. They're charging without weapons. They really don't want to... No, maybe they're running to surrender. Who knows? Mr. Seeker, thanks for the resub, buddy. Hope everything's been well with you.
Empire.
Which empire, though? There's a lot. Nonetheless, hope you keep doing the ups. Hope you get a nice kick out of this. So they just dismounted a BT-7 that was flanking on that side. And they're hitting everything heavy with those. All right, hold up. We're gonna full send some stuff.
Friendly T-26, be advised. BT-7 to your northeast, we're about to capture.
Repeat last.
They're getting lucky, though, with some of these captures.
There is a BT-7 to your northeast. Do not fire on it. It's friendly.
Copy.
Because they're able to nab a few tanks here. So if you notice, I'm not bothering with the unscaling, the careless hold fire here. I'll just manually do it when they get close enough, but we got some forces still advancing. But, I mean, this is good for some of the stuff they're capturing. That's a BT-7. They got another T-26. They're coming out of this okay. Just watching to see what else the transports do.
Do you want me to use it?
Yeah, you are now the BT-7 crew.
So they're opting to immediately field their assets. Interesting.
Rearm, repair it with the...
Nothing banked, everything used.
Pull it up on the southwest side of the road. T-26 will remain on the north side.
Alright.
Be advised, the triple vehicle is only refuel from what we've tried.
Alright, roger that.
This is high. It's always only been a fuel Vic. It's meant to refuel anything that you capture. But, yeah, no, we don't have logistics for Soviet vehicles, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's my fault. I misunderstood what it was.
Send in the fodder. Someone in here died. We're doing our best to rush everything down. Ah, yes, the T-20s still don't know how to drive. Excellent. What other... we're eventually going to have to put a T-28 in. These, I'm sick of using those because they just immediately go to defend only when they encounter armor and just decide to go willy-nilly. But at this point, I'm just sending an onslaught. Ah, yes! ZPUs! The commander's like, well, we have them. Might as well use them.
We got an enemy transport tracked vehicle coming down the road.
No, they only have the Lanthus.
Like
the only other AT methods they have are Molotovs, stolen vehicles, AT mines, or
open top.
their own creativity.
Negative. It looks like ours is one vehicle.
This appears to be the hill they're going to try to die on. They got one more potential position to fall back to, but they have stolen a good bit of supplies, so we'll see what they can pull. But between those two AT Vics, and then I think, yeah, they're using both tanks at the same time, I think they'll have enough AT to basically crater the road at this point. These poor T-20s just don't want to advance properly. Actually, none of my vehicles seem to want to advance properly. Jeez. Let's try this again. Spawn them a bit closer so they don't have this weird pathfinding thing, and hopefully they stick to the road. I actually don't know, Hansen, because we haven't really been using any of the 37mm and guns and whatnot, because they haven't really been able to get access to them. We can turn the vehicles on and off again, yeah, right? Or it's so easy. And we have another T-20 back here. This is just to help create the kill zone. I am eventually going to put a pair of T-28s down, though.
Be advised, T-26 is down the road, southeast.
We're at 393. 2 of those deaths technically didn't count, so it's 4. That's not a bad ratio. No, you just got hit. Yeah, it's an elephant rifle. Oh, looks like they got it to dismount.
Man, be advised, one T-20.
And they've dismounted a few T-20s as well. Jesus, they got these vehicles. They could get a fair bit of loot from this one. Max Chosen, thanks for the 7-month resub. Hope you enjoy the operations. Do hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. I think that one of them got damaged, so they're trying to pull it back here. We got other elements pulling back as well. Got the Maxit gunner trying to pick off some infantry, and then we got more. These are just T-20s though, but they're trying to flank around.
Be advised,
These silly T-20s.
is back in the Vic.
Yep. The guy who hit you was on.
Sounds like a firing range share wipe. Yeah, that's because it's just. It's just constant suppression back and forth. I'm trying to use my tracer script to be able to track where rounds are actually going. There we go. I just keep having to reinitialize it. It's caused the other one to dismount.
Just find yourself a good Overwatch position if needs be.
I'll say 6.5 minutes, and then we'll spawn the next wave. I want to give them an opportunity to get a good chunk of loot,
you
but...
can shoot and scoot on the main road itself.
My poor T-20s, they don't want to advance. Unfortunately, Commissar Liru says you must. So you already see that some of them are starting to rush ahead. They want to grab some of the loot they found. The ET-20s have especially helped them by basically changing riflemen to machine gunners. Makes taking out big chunks of infantry a lot easier.
Be advised, the T-20 has been decrewed as well.
So yeah, Tank Crew has gotten 59 kills. MacBrain on the Maxon 59. Whimsical, I don't even know what Whimsical's on. Oh, no, he's stolen one of the DT machine guns, so that explains the high kill count, you know? I think you saw the driver and freaked out. This thing's had its front wheels blown out, so it's gonna have to be towed out. But I want to see if there's any other infantry that'll help commit to this counterattack.
We'll take it across. We've been told to get in some of the D-crew tanks. How copy?
Yes, Ham, you missed the Katusha strikes. I'm sorry.
Give me a sec to have a look ahead, make sure nothing's coming.
Copy.
Let's go watch the VOD back, yeah. Alright, so what do we got? We got multiple T-20s, we got 2 BT-7s.
Yeah, definitely seems like this.
They got the 2 ZPU cars, which are just... they're adorable, and I love them.
Down if you want to quickly go and grab the vehicle.
Alright, start pushing the tanks forward slowly. We're going to try and get as much armor as we can.
Alright, 4 minutes. I'm gonna spawn a wave of infantry, have them push in first, and once they make contact, then I'm gonna bring the armor in.
T-26, there's a tracked vehicle to your south. Can you take it out, please?
I still got 2 T-20s hitting around.
No eyes on it at the moment.
Can you get a marker on map?
Yeah, thanks. Follow the scavengers forward.
And I think the BT-7 just annihilated that thing. Oh my god, the That was pretty cool, to be perfectly honest. Tracks are pretty effed up. They could take the tracks off the T-20s though and put them on the BT-7 or the T-33. No, T-20. Yeah. What are you called? T-26. Alright, I'm gonna have to spawn the infantry a little early, but have them run away, run from a different position here. Because otherwise they're gonna start regaining ground, which I don't mind.
The T-26 crew has grabbed another T-26 and all fallen back.
Yeah, grab as much as you can, everyone.
This is also T-26 crew. I've also commandeered another T-26.
Yeah, grab. There's four scavengers / engineers, so grab 4 tanks.
Flamethrower tanks.
Grab another truck.
Yeah, I also got a truck.
Let's pull back to the tanks.
So, with the amount of stuff they're getting here, if they do well in the spec op in the evening, we could actually see.
Be advised to take shots on the hill. Infantry.
A counterattack in action. But yeah, they're grabbing everything they can. They're running.
Only be the tank specialist size hands at the beginning, and the scavengers should be driving tracked vehicles. Everyone else should be in trucks, as far as I'm aware.
Never. Yeah, so that Vic's fully disabled. He might be able to get away with some quick field repairs, but he needs something to cover him. Empire, though, looks like he was gunned down. He just did a quick field repair, I think, on the engine. Wheels are a bit scuffed, but he might be able to get it as long as he keeps it on the road. And they're doing field repairs to get the wheels on this. And once again, my armor has decided to say shove it.
Assets on this net now, welcome. Pull everything that isn't 100% over to the other side of the hill.
We want to take some of these back towards the resupply point.
Yeah, if it's foobarred and needs like heavy repairs and shit, then take it back to the resupply point. But if it's usable, leave it up here.
Alright, trying to put more stuff in.
Just that, so as it will leave them open to possibly anti-tank fire in case we get a chain reaction.
Did Empire die twice?
Yeah, don't put everything right next to each other.
Oh, he did. Shit. Once again, the tanks do not want to advance. I think because the flamethrower tanks are suffering from the same issue as the T-26 1931s.
Coming down the road east.
Alright. I need everything except the two T-26s currently parked up on the hill.
Alright, it's time.
Go to the resupply point for turn-in for use in future operations.
We're sending the heavy boys in.
What point did you send?
The resupply point to our direct north.
Tank, straight, tank, east. Need to take it out.
They're towing the other one with the... That's funny as hell.
Maximum tank has no gun, or I repeat, maximum tank has, not maximum tank, fucking maximum truck has no gun.
Yeah, start taking stuff to the resupply point. If you're not currently in a T-26 up on the hill, and listening in on this net, start taking stuff back to the resupply point to our north west.
I'm trying to send everything. This is our final wave here, so let's see if we can break them.
Fuck.
Soviet infantry seem a bit dazed here.
White T-26 is red on foot and gun.
Yeah, they pulled out quite a bit, jeez. Ah, is everyone going to defend only? Is that why we're having slowdowns?
Maybe not wait if we do that. Hold on.
Yep. Jesus. It's okay, the armor's going. Empire, you died twice. I'm sorry, buddy. You got unlucky. I think you were the only person to die in that second pullout. What even got you? Average War Thunder match. They do have them, they've just never slotted to take them. And that's what's perplexed me every single mission we've done is no one's taken the mortar slots. They would be so useful. Yeah, I think the BA-3 coming up, or it might have been a BA-6, but the armored car came up and smacked you in the butt before it was disabled. The chaos of the damn road, man. That vehicle cooked off. Then you got the armor like blitzing it off the sides and everything. T-28's taking some pretty serious damage, though. Wow.
B is the T-20, the T whatever, fucking down.
the T-20, yeah, whatever, it's down. Player base is doing, I think this is one of their better runs. I'd say in terms of stuff they've stolen, though, this is probably one of their best defensive runs they've done so far, which is a great turnaround because the previous mission they did for the raid was the worst one. They got absolutely wiped. Oh! They're Molotoving. What did they lose? They lost a T-26 and they just gained a BT-5. So in my opinion, that's a good trade. It lost a track though, so they're gonna have to either tow it back or repair it. Who left their motorcycle in the middle of the road? Yeah, Mac has definitely stepped up on that Maxim and has gone from 59 to 83 on the kill count there. All right, other tanks coming in. The onslaught shall continue. I'm going to put a pair of... No, you know what? We're going to do a full-on platoon. Platoon for infantry is usually 40 to 60 men. 30 to 60 technically, depends on the country. Platoon for vehicles is usually 4.
BT7, pull back to the turn-in point. I don't want to lose any more tanks. Turn in all tracked vehicles.
The fact that we started with one
turn-in
tank
point,
and they've gained 2 T-26s, a BT-5, and a single ZPU, and they've got more. Like, again, this has been their, like, most successful thefts ever. Now you got this vehicle that's trying to charge in. Yeah, hopefully they won't Molotov each other. They're returning with small arms. Hey, you got that flank right there helping to stop the infantry advance. Shoot it! Oh my god! Molotovs would have been better because then they would have been able to steal, but that was a bit of a panic. Oh my god. Yeah, they're sounding the retreat now. There is a massive amount of armor pushing them right now. It's gonna be up to Molotov crews to stop them. Jesus.
Enemy tanks trying to push our position as we retreat.
Yeah, we still have 2 other BA-10s. 2 BT-7s and the T-28 back here. Or those might be T-26s. You know what? Clearly I'm running out of ideas here. Running out of, just losing track of what's what. Oh, they got it. That's not good. Bro, that's literally an enemy vehicle.
Back to the yes point, or are we falling back to point?
Turning point. Everything's going to the turning point.
Be advised, one T-20 is
We should have 2 7s and
I love
2
how that vehicle,
26s.
out of everyone, chose to shoot Sam. Not sure if Jay just lost some of his wheels. He's trying to dodge fire from the VIX. So he's opted to dismount. Oh, he's loading Sam in it, but I'm worried that he's going to get sniped off. Gonna try to run him down with some hostile vehicles, but that's probably gonna be it for the Soviet advance. waiting for him to start panically honking his horn.
Start taking some of the
Nah, they don't seem to want to advance. All right.
We got. Is that friendly? That's friendly. That's friendly. It's shooting at us.
Oh, Sam passed out in the vehicle.
Sam died, and I think the other guy is now mag dumping. He managed to disable the T-28. It's wow.
Quick debug question, we're over the 2-hour mark. Do you want us to keep fighting until we die, or do you want us to all pull back to 10?
Right now, I'm trying to see. I'll explain in debrief. I think it was just done, but yeah, don't worry about it.
Alright, mate, sweet.
Alright, hold on. Just wanted to make sure he was down. Let me check on who has 2 deaths. There's one exception. There were 2, but one has died again, which would be Sam. Styx didn't die a second time. He's the other exception, and Empire are down. Minius, is this his second life? I have to record who has on what. No, that's his first, so he's fine. Alright. Alright, let's record what they have. So we have a BA3. Let me get a head count for all this. Where's my pencil? Alright, so... that pen doesn't have any ink. Let me try my fun pen. So, Sam and... everyone else should have 3. I'll take a picture at the end. And then again, Styx is the exception. Alright, so, recording what we got. We got a BA3. That's the respawn T-20. And then that is... times 2. And then they got 1 ZPU. Did they just kill Jim?
Alright, I think we're there. I think we can end it. before they
Yeah,
start killing each other.
I've been recording everything. Don't worry.
Thank you.
Can I get some help? I got ran over. Guys, can I get some help? I got ran over.
How are you still here? You've died 2 times.
I died, well, the second time was the reason I got respawned on my body.
Oh, I don't need you.
Oh my god.
What happened?
Y'all.
Burn me to death.
Y'all.
Whoever shot me on the bike, please.
Guys, remember, commissars are not on finish.
Alright, give me 1 second. I gotta take a picture of the channel in here. There we go.
Whoever shot me, burn in hell.
There were a lot of people that shot you, Jay. I'll be
You
honest.
can't take a joke. You literally can't take a joke.
No, I think that was part of the joke anyhow.
Alright, so,
Also, I wouldn't have made it if I
break. Only 2 people to die twice was Sam and Empire. Sam and Styx, it said they had 2 deaths because, for whatever reason, 4 people died and respawned. 2 of them were able to respawn properly. 2 respawned on their body. So there was a time inside chat where I said you guys can either respawn, it won't count, or whatnot. So they did that. But, yeah, so that's good for point tallies. I took everything. I will start recording that soon. But I have, please correct me if I'm wrong, 1 BA3, 2 BT5 1934s, 2 T26 1933s, 2 T20s, and a ZPU truck. Did I miss anything?
think a BA6, I think, was one that I had, unless I'm wrong.
BA10, two
BA10.
BT, yeah, one BA10, two BT7s, two T26s, the quad Maxim truck, and then 3 of those little transports.
They were BT5s and not 7s, I'm pretty sure.
No, 2 of them were 7. No, they were the 7s. They were
Okay.
like the early 7s.
I'm just telling you what I wrote down because I clicked on them and I wrote their names down. So I'll check again. But if you're talking about what Samsvik was, it was a BA3. If you're talking about the BT7s, they were BT5 1934s. I only saw 2 T20s, but I'll check again. And then the 2 small tanks were T26 1933s, which you started with one of them. So.
Yeah, we lost the one we started with.
I know, but I mean, for one BT26, or excuse me, one T26 for what? Nearly triple. Like, you guys did a great job. Like, I think this is the best one we've had. So that's good to see.
And that's why you use HE and not AP.
Right, and it helps to make up for the unfortunate op in the last one. But I'm thinking for our op schedule this week, based off of the random schedules and polls we had, tomorrow will be the fight for the NSFW channel. Tuesday, I'm going to do another Stargate op. Wednesday will be... I'm going to start an event called War Crime Wednesday because I want to have fun. And we'll do the next training op next weekend on one of the weekdays. Because I think people are a bit bored with this campaign, so I'm going to space it out with some other stuff, and then we'll bring it back. But nonetheless, yeah, I thought everything went well. Definitely a slow start. I wanted to try to give you guys a bit more of a window to do looting, and I think that helped to reflect things a bit better for what I wanted this campaign to be. But it was still challenging. So, yeah. I'll let ground command go, then squad leads, and then we'll be open.
I don't know. I've got... I don't know what to say, mate. I think this was the best one we've ever... this is one of the best finish ups we've done. We came out of that with an armoured finish platoon. I think that was great. With yeah, Lolo gets whatever the Finnish Medal of Honor is, because I was like, what's he doing? And then I saw him jump in the tank. I was like, fantastic. I've got no complaints for everyone. Everyone did their role great. My runners were good. I noticed my runners were also doing ammo stuff. Fantastic. Medics were good. Maxim team did solid work. I think you got the most infantry kills. 80 rifles. She's did great. Everything. I've gotten absolutely nothing to complain about. Brilliant. Well done, guys.
Alpha Squad lead. We did well from the beginning of the op. Things got a little hectic towards the middle and towards the end there after it died, but overall, like Metro said, we did solid work, got a shit ton of tanks, armored Vics, and everyone did their role fairly well. Or very well, actually. That's all I gotta say. Either specialist teams or Bravo.
Well, I was meant to be the Bravo squad lead, but I was the specialist for Alpha. Yeah, in the beginning, before Jay was there, we used the T26, and we killed a shit ton of vehicles with the 80 rounds. Then Jay came, and we pulled back, and we got blown up before we pulled back, and then we after that, and we killed some time. Jay, I just want to say, I don't know what you did, but you attached the tow rope in the complete incorrect way, and that's why I died. I tried to fix your mistake, but
yeah, I have no idea how it happened either. It really confused me.
You did use the scroll wheel, correct?
Yeah, I used the scroll wheel. I was like really confused as to how I did it the way I did.
Yeah, like you scroll wheel the vehicle you're driving, deploy tow rope, and then you attach to the vehicle you want to tow.
Yeah, that's what I did, and it just like really bugged out. And like I wouldn't tow it, and I was getting rubber banded backwards. Either way, I did put you into the Vic, but you were just massive bleeding. So I really I tried.
Yeah.
But like I was gonna try, but it's not really easy to save someone on massive bleeding when you have like 12 bandages, and there's a T28 up your ass.
True.
So.
Yeah, I probably should have just left the armored car there and just run away, but it is what it is. Second specialist team, well.
I was not the team lead.
Oh, well, whoever was the team lead for that specialist team.
That was well, we steal stuff.
Well, neither of us were team leads. We both just stole tanks and used AT guns. We did lose 2 AT guns though, because the way they are for assembling.
What happened to them?
The base plate
So
just fell through the map.
Yeah,
And
don't
if you like assemble
in the
instead of drop.
trenches.
No, the second
Well,
time
not
they
just
did it wasn't even in a trench. It was just on the road. So
Oh.
I genuinely don't know, man. It's baffling.
Yeah, if we assemble and not drop the item on the ground, just like goes to the ground, just into the back rooms.
I have found something that might be useful. I figured out that you can load the entire gun into a Vic and then just use it that way and carry it out and whatnot, which is what I was able to do with the second point we fell back to.
Very strange. I've never had any issues with the Maxims or the Raates.
Well, it's Arma, so naturally things are going to be super weird and break for no stupid reason, but oh well.
Or it's a skill issue.
Who knows? Nonetheless, slotting for tomorrow's op opens up in 50 minutes. I will get the Stargate announcement out within the next 50 minutes as well. And nonetheless, hope you guys have fun. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Happy Mother's Day or MILF Day or whatever you celebrate.
Bye-bye.
Have fun.
Bye,
Guys.
Liru.
Yeah.
Bye.
All right, we might be back in 50 minutes for some on-the-ground Vietnam stuff. We might not. I have to see if I have enough room to record, another 15, 20 gigs, because I'm out of space, because I've been busy as hell. Otherwise, thank you guys so much for watching. Go operate operationally. Enjoy the rest of your day or night. Cheers, and have a good one, everybody.